Hi, in today's lesson we'll be taking a look over the CPROD or complete product section. This would generally be the pages detailing the items which you would actually sell to your customers. In most cases those would be a number of finished capsules or tablets in an outer container with a lid and possibly a label or two labels with a batch code, etc. I will briefly show you how to add a complete product into the system, the dashboard for a complete product, the individual sections you can add with that, and more bits and pieces which you will use to get them through your production system as we go forward. If you have at all used the help section and reviewed the quotations video, some of what I'm about to show you will already be known. Let's get started. Complete products and add. This is slightly different to how you may have watched adding a recipe to the system, but it might be similar to how you've already watched adding a material to the system. To get started adding our complete product, we will need to complete all the fields here. I will go through them one by one. Here we need to add the name of our product, which is uniquely identifiable to both ourselves and our customer. This could be a brand name, a bottle size identification, etc. Now we can also see the specification of the product to confirm the identity, but the name of the product is going to be the key feature you will use. I will enter the name of the test product with 60 caps, just so I'm sure this product can be identified. If I wish to make sure that this product is only sold to this specific customer, I can type in their name there and select them from the list, and that will assign this complete product only to them. All of the items below this point will allow us to add the individual items which make this product up into our list. We'll be adding things like the bottle, the lid, the label, etc. Now, at the minute, the lists that will appear will be for every single item under that category in Receta that we have. If, however, we only wanted to show the ones which we'd assigned were exclusive to this particular customer, we could tick that box and that would do it for us. We don't want that at this moment in time, so I'll leave that blank. First of all, it wants to know if we're adding a FP which we are producing in-house, or we want to add a bought-in FP. The difference between these is the FP produced in-house will be something that you've made on the back of a rec and an FP, whereas the bought-in FP will be something that you may have bought in from a third-party supplier because you weren't able to make that finished capsule yourself. I know we want to make an in-house one. I know it's called a demo one, and I've got a choice of two. It's an FP, so I know it's the final format. I will choose that one. Oh dear, this particular FP hasn't been checked, so I'm unable to use it. I'll have to use the other one. Alternatively, I could of course go out and make sure I checked it for quality. I'll use this one. How many capsules do I want? Well, if you remember at the top I'd said that I actually want 60 caps. In here I want 60. The bottle for the container. Well, I know there's only one bottle, so it's going to bring that one up. Now these lists, although they are all for the RMs, will only show the, in this case, bottles. Below we're looking for lids, and you'll see that I type in demo. It only brings in the lids, and what it does is it uses the material category that you may have assigned previously to decide which lids and bottles to show you. Here I can enter the quantity I want. Well, I want one bottle and one lid. Label, in this case, demo label. One of those. I don't have a second label. Some of your products may well do. Inner packing, I don't believe I want any inner packing, and I don't want any outer seals on it. Code and position, I'm happy to be at the bottom. I could now save this product and then return to the pricing recommendation later on, but actually I'm going to do it at this point. If I click view pricing recommendation, I can go through here and complete the online form to understand everything about how the pricing recommendation section works. Essentially what I'm using it for is to decide upon what is the best price to sell this product for, based upon how much labour and materials are going to cost me to make it. Now I know that the customer's asked me for a quote, or has asked me to order him 1,000 bottles. Each item cost me 41 pence in materials, and I can click that and see the breakdown of it. However, the labour costs are set at 0. What I will do is expand the labour area, expand each area in question, and here I can use and elect to choose individual machines which I previously set up in the admin area. I only have one mixer on file. I simply select mixer. It tells me automatically how long it would take to make 1,000 bottles worth of mix and the cost based upon the hourly rate. Production machines. Again, I can select my encapsulation machine. It tells me how long that would take automatically and the cost. Finally, for the machines which we would use to physically put the capsules into the bottle, I could choose any of the machines which would appear in a big list here. I've only set up my labeling machine, but this could be counting capsule machines, it could be sealers, etc. From this I can now see how much each unit would cost me in labour. I'll just quickly minimize that so we can see what we'll go. So now we have our cost of materials, our cost of labour, and our cost per unit. This is to make 1,000 bottles. Here we can see, based upon the margins which I've previously set in the admin area, you can see the prices that it's recommending for me based upon the profit margins which I have set. I can of course tailor my own price by either entering a bespoke price, in which case it tells me my profit margin, or I could enter a profit margin, in which case it tells me my price. Either way, whenever I'm happy to use a product, I would click use this price, and the price would be automatically entered for me there. The labour is also stored against that quantity for future reference, and I could repeat this exercise for the different quantities that I wanted. Further down, any of the fields here are referencing stock levels, stock level warnings, and general production spec notes. When I've finished adding my product, I could save it to the system, and now I'm on to the method. Again, I'll not go through the method too much. Suffice to say, if you watch the videos to do with making a formula and or making a finished capsule, the method is dealt with in detail there, exactly the same in this instance. If we go to our complete product, which we've just added, we can see that it has the same look and feel as virtually all of Receta. We can see the pricing that we've added, etc. What I would advise you to do is look in the help section for the form fields reference to do with CPRODs, just to understand how some of the fields work, such as the impact the pricing last checked has on your ability to place orders, stock levels, production methods, etc. One thing of note would be the fact that the production spec sheet could be downloaded at any time, and this could be sent to your customer. Now, as we can see here, we have all of the details of what is in the product. But one key area here is we have uploaded the artwork against, in this case, the label. You could do that in the materials area. Now, if we'd added pictures for all of the bottles and lids, all of the parts would be shown here in picture form. What this does is it aids your identification of the parts and also helps the customer get a good understanding of what their product would look like before it arrived with them. Again, if you wish to, you could get your customer to sign their documentation to confirm that they were happy with the specification. If we did quickly wanted to complete another version of this CPROD, you could of course click the copy button. It would complete another version of this, which you could then edit to suit. Let's say, for example, that this version was a 60 cap and the next one was going to be exactly the same but a 90 cap. Again, the copy product would probably come in very handy there. This completes a quick look over the complete product section of Receta. I hope you've enjoyed it.